وسهلا ازيكم كويسين أنا سعيد وأنا متحمس جدا. So welcome to Cortez of Arabia. So today I'm going to talk about why you cannot speak another language. Now it does not have anything to do with you, and it has everything to do with your approach. How was the instruction, the structure of it, right? So for example, if you wanted to lose weight and you go to the gym and you meet your personal trainer and you see that she is a sumo wrestler. I don't know if there are women sumo wrestlers or not, but anyway, it's a sumo wrestler. And then you're on a treadmill running. And then when you look at the TV, you see McDonald's and Burger King. Do you think that you're going to be healthy in that kind of environment? No, it's not happening. You will not lose weight. You will not become a healthier person in that kind of environment because the approach is wrong. The environment is messed up. So this is what happens too when you try to learn a language. You know, in fact, I met a guy the other day. He said that he learned French for 6 years. He can't speak a lick of French. That's unacceptable. 6 years of your life wasted. All because the approach is wrong. So in my article, I talked about this, but historically, you have two approaches to language learning. You have analyzing the language, and you have using the language. Now, I'm not just saying this. People a lot smarter than me are saying this. This is an article. Grammar Matters, Teaching Grammar in Adult ESL Program. Now, ESL stands for English as a Second Language. So it looks at how to teach language to non-native English speakers. It's Cambridge. It's heavy duty, right? And so in the article, it looks at the history of the various approaches, and on each end of the spectrum you have analyzing the language and you have using the language. And so I would imagine that your experience in learning the language went something like this. You have a list of cards and you're just going through them. Right? Bait, house, okay, kursi, chair, right? And on and on and on and on and on and on, right? That's analyzing the language. That's really looking at the parts. It's the vocabulary, the grammar, the sounds, right? You may probably remember breaking up the charts. And so you may have something like, for example, in the English, you have the singular. You have I, you, he, she, it. Plural, we, you, well, you all, and they. You do the same thing in another language. You look at the pieces. You analyze the pieces, and from the pieces, you work for the pieces, and you try to reconstruct the whole. The problem is that it doesn't work. Here's why it doesn't work. You remember the story, Humpty Dumpty. You know, he's sitting on the wall, just chilling. He falls into 1,000,000 pieces, and they can't put him back together again. Why? Because he's in 1,000,000 pieces. The same thing with another language. The language is in 1,000,000 pieces, and your brain cannot reconstruct it. Your brain is designed to take the language in chunks, in whole language, right? So instead of saying bait or kursi or anta, you can say, memorize Aish fi bait dilwati. I live in a house now, right? Use chunks, memorize chunks instead of pieces, right? So this is why you cannot speak another language. It's because you have been analyzing it. You have been looking at the parts and the pieces, and you did not use it. You have to use it. It's a skill set. It is something that you grow in progressively. It's something that you have to use on a daily basis. You can lose language actually from not using it. So that is why you can't speak another language. The approach is wrong. And so what you want to do is you want to get in the habit of actually using the language. Now, you don't want to swing to the other side of the spectrum and not analyze the language, because studying grammar is helpful. I talk a little bit about that in the article. You can read that whenever you want to be more precise. Grammar is something that you're going to need. So that's just a quick video on why you can't speak another language. If this makes sense, please comment below. I want to hear from you. Ma salama, tisfa al khair, Cortez of Arabia. Aywa.